Faites demi-tour, puis tournez à droite.
Closer.
I don't like being photographed.
Okay, one adult, one car.
$31, please.
10, 20, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like this, 13.
And minimize inconvenience. Please keep the following in mind as your journey continues. The autoroad has two-way traffic coming and going at all times. Keep to your side of the road. Don't worry, it's wide enough for two cars to pass anywhere on the road. We urge you to drive up and ironic, though, that it took the near destruction of everything that you see around you to motivate the effort to save it. Thankfully, what you see today is remarkably forest composed of maple, oak, birch, and beech trees. Further on, you'll see fewer hardwoods and more evergreens like balsam fir and spruce. And more significantly, these trees are diminishing greatly in size as a combination of wind, cold, and scarcity of food. It featured a large hotel, stage office, railroad station, and even had its own newspaper. Among the Clouds was the first and only newspaper ever to be published on a mountaintop. All visitors to the peak had their names published in its pages along with the local news and gossip. In fact, the latest daily editions used to make their way down after hours on the cog railway track on a contraption known as a slide board, or more popularly known as Devil's Shingle. Real history was made again in 1899 when a little-known inventor named Freeland O. Stanley drove his locomobile up the road. He did it for publicity, hoping to build a name for his fledgling company. Stanley began his expedition from Newton, Massachusetts, with a goal of finishing on the top of Mt.Washington. Now, the automotive age was dawning, and on August 31st, 1899, an unlikely little vehicle looking like a horse-drawn buggy without the horse became the first motor car to climb the mountain. As noted in Flora Standard, besides these important driving tips. For the trip down, the two most important facts to remember are these. First, use low gear the whole way down. This will allow the transmission and engine to act as a brake and help maintain a slow speed. Remember, low gear is usually indicated by a 1 or an L or L1 on your shifter. Second, area in 1964. This wilderness designation is especially important in that it protects a vast area from any form of man's intrusions. There's no timber harvesting, mining, or buildings of any kind are allowed. With the exception of a few hiking trails, only the forces of nature are
cleared, the wind drives in snow to fill up the gaps. The coal is far from being good. It's full of rocks and clinkers. Respectfully suggest that good coal and another heating stove be purchased. If such weather as this is to continue, it would be wicked to keep men in such a dwelling. Sergeant Isaac Burr.
Listen to this sampling of just a few of the records and record breakers through time. 1857. A man counts his steps walking to the top. 16,925. 1861. The road opens and Colonel